Hey guys, Captain Walnut here with a follow-up to my checkerboard mob system. A couple people were asking how the actual kill zone worked, or as I like to fondly call it, the splash zone. They wanted me to make a quick tutorial about how it works, so I figured, what the hey, why not? So here I've built the entire checkerboard mob system out of glass. I didn't do it specifically for this video, I did it in pre-release 5 to figure out exactly at what distance mobs stopped wandering at, because that was an issue in pre-release 5, but since that's been fixed in pre-release 6, who cares anymore? Yeah, so here you can see it all bare bones. We have this system going on here. I explain how this works in my Make Items Go Further video. In our server world, there's a floor over this. Oops. There we go. A floor over this at this height so that we can stand up here and items will flow underneath us. You know what, rather than explaining it like this where it's kind of hard to see, I'll just build it so you guys can see as I build it. Alright, so imagine this is the drop tube where the mobs fall down and land. So you want them to them to land on fence posts. Assuming that this grass is 45 blocks below the lowest platform that they would fall off of, then the top of this fence post would be 43.5 blocks below, because this block, if this is 45, this would be 44, this would be 43, and we all know that fence posts are a block and a half tall, even though they don't look it. So it actually comes up to here, and so they hit right here. That's 43, and that's 44. Then this would be 43.5. So you want there to be fence posts where they land, and then you also want those fence posts to connect to an opaque block. If you have glass, it won't connect and items will fall down in this crevice right here. So instead you either have to have it connect to another fence post or to an opaque block, and I'm just going to use opaque blocks. Okay, so they fall through here, but sometimes spiders survive, so we have to handle that somehow. The way I chose to handle it was by having cacti. So I have the items flow forward one further to allow room for the water currents to push all the items into the middle, and you'll see how it does that in a second. And then you need to place sand down for the cacti to be on, and then the cacti. There you go. So now when spiders hit here, they'll get pushed forward by the water and run into this cacti and can't fit through that gap there since they're too wide, die, and about 90% of the time their string will go through here. As I said earlier, only about 5% of the time do spiders survive, and then if they do survive, they hit these cacti and then die, and then about 90% of the time their string will flow through the center here. 10% of the time the string will destroy itself on the cacti. But hey, what can you do? Yeah, so now if I put glass around this thing, you'll be able to see how the water currents go. We're going to have water source blocks right here. And you can't put you can't put any block beside a cacti. If I put a block there, it's an illegal placement. So just move it over by one. There we go. This could be glass if you want it to be, or it could be opaque blocks. It does not matter. So if I place water source blocks here, you can see that the water currents push. If I can actually, oh, sorry, I can't do it from here, can I? Because of those the items can't flow up and over the fences. So I'll just put a fence there so you guys can actually see it. There we go. I had to put that block there so items don't fall down the back of it. And there you can see items are pushed towards the center, and they do not commit harakara on the cacti. There you go. And then here you can have it either flow straight out, like that, to wherever you decide to pick them up, or you can have it drop one block down, which is what I did because we chose to have the floor at this level right here. Doesn't matter how you choose to do it. If you wanted to get them to move the items farther than 8 blocks like I did over here, just watch my making items go further video. Alright, so now the only other problem we have to worry about is keeping endermen from grabbing these cacti. So I chose to allow the cacti to grow to be 2 blocks tall, and I limited it with that. As you can see here, endermen can get up close to this thing, and they might, as they fall, they might grab the cactus right before they die. So we have to keep them from being able to get close enough. That's why we set the cacti 1 back from here. And if I continue the wall down of that drop tube, you'll see that an enderman could not fit in here. As a 2 block tall creature, I can fit in here, but as a 1 block tall creature, an enderman could not fit in there and get close enough to grab this cacti before they die. So therefore, you don't have to worry about the cacti. Because if an enderman has something in its hands as it dies, that item disappears forever. You can't get it back. So the cacti would eventually be picked up and be gone, and the spiders would be able to survive. So that's how you do it. That's all there is to it. I'll just toss a couple items in here so you guys can see that they all do indeed flow towards the middle no matter where they land. And I had 64 before, so once I pick all these up, I should have 64 again. There you go, 64. Alright, that's how you build the splash zone. Thanks for watching. Bye.